Men don't ask girls out anymore.
I'm so tired of dating. I don't want, and the issue at hand is I'm tired of talking to men because I do not date. I don't go out on dates, and that's the part that disappoints me and upsets me the most.
Choice, but you're not single by a choice. You can't get a man to commit to you in marriage. If you're out here sleeping with every basketball player, every football player, every rapper, every CEO, you will not be a wife.
Both sides claim they are happier alone, but only one side is making daily content about it. Men chose peace and got quiet. Women chose peace and got loud. That asymmetry alone tells you who's actually at peace.
I saw this comment saying that men are finding peace alone and don't really benefit from dating anymore. And honestly, some men probably do feel that way. But psychologically, we are not wired to thrive in isolation. Most people want connection, intimacy, and partnership. Now, the problem isn't that relationships don't benefit men. The problem is a lot of people were never taught social skills or emotional awareness that make relationships actually work. So instead of learning those skills, some people just decide it's easier to check out of dating entirely. Luckily, confidence, communication, and social awareness are all learnable skills. That's what we coach guys on inside Muse. We help men understand social cues, communication, and awareness so they can build real connections instead of just guessing their way through dating.
Men don't ask girls out anymore. All they do is they sit at home, scrolling through TikTok, liking pictures of like 3 weeks ago, going, yeah, that's my wife. And then they go back to scrolling and watching cat videos. And honestly, I think that's why we're all single.
Marriage is the only contract where one party gains security and options while the other gains obligations and liability. Women push for commitment because the math works in their favor. Men are just now reading the fine print.
I saw a post that said that men are dating more for peace over beauty now, and if that doesn't tell you how dense and how black and white these men think, is that they're correlating more a beautiful, attractive woman to be more difficult and more demanding. Instead, what men are really trying to say is that they don't want to be held accountable for their actions. They want to be able to do certain things and you not being able to say anything about it to them, okay? In their mind, they think to themselves that if I date a less attractive person, I can get away with more. They won't be as demanding. They'll be more peaceful. When in reality, so many men give women the chaos. They are the ones that bring the chaos. They don't want to be held accountable. They don't want to see their actions. They don't want their fragile ego to be hurt because they have been propped up their entire lives by society. And when a woman calls them out for their behavior, they don't like it. So instead, this is how black and white they think. Well, if I go for someone easier and who demands less, which is someone that's less attractive, she won't need so much from me. And they would rather do that than own up to their mistakes and actually change as a man. They would go for someone that they're less attracted to because they don't want to change who they are. That is how black and white they think. They won't even go for even like the person that they're ideally more physically attracted to. They will be with someone less attractive, just because that they will put up with more, because these men want to be able to get away with cheating. They want to be able to get away with going to strip clubs. They want to be able to get away with a lot more behavior with someone who won't demand as much, because it's easier. It's just simply easier with how these men want to date these days. So it's really wild how these men are thinking. Don't even know how to go about it, honestly, anymore. I mean, men cease to amaze me every single day.
The entire relationship narrative was always more mythology than reality. It primarily benefited the industries built around it. Starting with basic compatibility and building slowly is the only honest approach. Everything else is a sales pitch.
But the thing is, they want, but they never want to give. They want gifts, they have very little to give. They want free dinners, they don't want to come. They want. Women are extraordinarily narcissistic. Would you agree?
Depends on the woman, I suppose. I wouldn't classify all of them.
Not all of them, just the ones that got like 2 arms, 2 legs.
We are losing men to ourselves. Men no longer prioritize women. The man at peace is an unbuyable man. Some women are still thinking
that men are in that scenario of chasing after, calling, despairing for the lack of a woman, for her absence, when in reality, today's man, he is increasingly valued. He understood that a woman is not the center of his life, that a woman is not the most important thing in the world, and it is perfectly possible to live without one. Today's high value man, he seeks to make money. He seeks to do business. He seeks to grow, to develop himself. He removed women from his focus. Today's man, he realized that his peace is worth more. There is no relationship that can buy his peace. Today's man, he is unbuyable. He is non-negotiable. The peace he chose for his life has become non-negotiable. If you are a woman and are waiting for a man to venerate you, a man to idolize you, a man to dote on you, I'm very sorry, but perhaps that won't happen. Because the more time passes, the more we have seen that today's generation of men is not like the generation of old. And it is we women who have been losing high value men, serious men, hardworking men, dedicated men.
Women chasing high-value men by the bank account have completely missed the definition. Character, integrity, and emotional stability are the actual markers. Money is a byproduct, not the criteria. Confusing the bonus for the baseline is exactly why the search keeps failing.
I gave up dating a long time ago, and I know that sounds mad, but hear me out. I was just tired. I was tired of all of the half-hearted messages, tired of breadcrumb energy, tired of giving the best parts of me to people who didn't even know what to do with them. I used to sit there and I used to think, maybe if I was quieter, maybe if I was less, but less of me has never been the answer, ever. So I stopped showing up, just showing up for people who didn't show up for me. And I started showing up for myself. No more performing, no more settling, no more waiting to be chosen. So I take myself out on walks. I light candles for no reason. I buy the perfume, wear the outfit, take the photos because I feel like it, not because I'm hoping for someone to notice me. I'm not cold, I'm not broken. I'm just peaceful, and trust me, peace is something that I've had to earn. If love comes, amazing, it comes, but I'm not on pause waiting for it. I'm building a life I actually love. And no man, no maybes, no bare minimum are worth pausing anything for that. I'm not bitter, I'm just in my protecting my life. Like my life depends on it era, because in some ways it does.
Fair point. Men spent generations settling for whoever would have them and quietly accepted it. Women discovering that opting out is also available to them isn't a revolution. It's just catching up. The playing field is level now. Adjust accordingly.
Men are giving up on dating and relationships. Every year, more and more men are refusing to approach and court women, and the marriage rate keeps dropping. It turns out that the liberals and the mainstream media are finally taking notice. Let's take a look at the panel of liberals finally realizing how bad men have it in the dating market.
Pointing to Anna, pointing this out to me, that there is strong emergence.
Isn't she a lesbian? She should know. This woman should know how bad men have it, okay?
Evidence Gen Z is indeed less sexually active, dating less compared to previous generations.
Yeah, so when they say Gen Z is less sexually active, the men are less sexually active. I know the data will tell you one thing, right? There'll be these studies that say, oh no, like the men, it's the men and the women. Yeah, what incentive do these studies have to be honest about the women throwing it back? The women, now they have phones and stuff. They just want to get with the most clouded guy, and a lot of guys are getting iced out, sadly.
Honor and discipline aren't improvised. They are built through consistent parenting and a stable foundation. Expecting honorable behavior from someone who was never given the tools to develop it isn't optimism. It's wishful thinking with consequences.
All the men from my previous post saying that they have found peace by being alone and they're not trying to date because they just want peace. Are you trying to say that we don't bring peace to your life?
Yeah, that's exactly what they're saying. For a lot of men, being in a relationship with a woman is constantly reassuring her 24/7. Constantly have to tiptoeing around her expectations and needs. Constantly having to check in to an extreme level where he feels suffocated in the relationship. For a lot of men, they do want good relationships. Yes, they value those things. But you are competing against his peace when he's alone. If being alone is easier than being with you, then yeah.
I'm so tired of dating. I don't want, and the issue at hand is, I'm tired of talking to men because I do not date. I don't go out on dates, and that's the part that disappoints me and upsets me the most. Because you mean to tell me the men that talk to me, the men that think I look good, blah, 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 don't even, and this is the problem. I don't want women to I don't internalize this. And that's why it's like, when men are so easy to be like, oh, get out the house, go get cute. You know, we can't find you if you're in the house. Well, y'all can't even do nothing to get me out the house. Because if I'm talking to men, if men are consistently trying to talk to me, let me rephrase that. If men are trying to talk to me, why is it taking you, why aren't we going on dates? If you're so lucky to get my number, why don't you ask me out? Just like this young man had my number. It was 3 weeks. I deleted his number and it was never saved. So I don't know what's happening with him. Best of luck to him. But he had my number, and mind you, he gave me his number. He was like texting me. But 3 weeks go by or whatever. I texted him when I wanted to text him. 3 weeks go by. There was no phone call. The texts were so dry. He's like, I'm better in person. I'm better in person. Okay, well, when am I going to see you? And I'm not going to ask to see you. I gave you a date idea. That was already doing too much. So it's just like, no. He's talking about, do you want me? He was in College Park. That's an area that I work in. He's talking about you want me to put? No, you're not coming to my job. Like, I don't understand. It's give me the heads up. It's consider my schedule if you really want to see me. And real men do that. Real men do that. But let me tell you why I'm frustrated. Because it's just like, I know it's not me. And the one thing that I don't want to do, and I don't want other women to do, is internalize somebody else's inability to not see them for who they are. And that's why you got to know your worth, so that you could walk away and cut things off. I literally knew the signs when I seen them. Maybe after week 1. Because I feel like after week 1, if you talking all this, we should be seeing each other. There was no date. There was no phone call. There was no FaceTime. The weekend before I decided to delete his number, I said we should FaceTime. Because why do I have to bring that up? But whatever. I said we should FaceTime. He was like, yeah, let me shower first. No call. Not that I was waiting for him. I just went on about my day and I realized, I was like, all right, this man, he's on games. Oh, and he asked for me to send pictures. I told him to send some first. I just wanted to see what he was doing. I already knew where this was going. Shorty sent in the same outfit 2 thirst traps. And y'all know what I'm talking about. The only way men can thirst trap. I just was like, this is so ill, so ill, so ill. I'm just over it, y'all. I'm over it. And again, my next steps were, because I want love, I desire love, I want partnership, I want marriage. I just know that for me. Whether it's my time to be married or not, the best of the best is marriage for me. I don't want to just be a girlfriend. I don't want to just be a boo. So I say this to say, like, my next steps are spending time with God. Number 1, continuing to uncover his love for me. Number 2, asking him, what do you have over my life right now? You already have my desire. You already know my desire for love and marriage. So what is it that I should be doing to prepare for that? Whether that is dating and going out and trying to get to know people, or spending time with myself. And the man just gonna find me. He is gonna find me. That's number 1. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know. But it's just too much in 2024. It's too much, and the lack of effort and the lack of execution is what disappoints me and keeps me from not engaging with men. And here's my thing too, like, I don't care. At this point, I love you being 6-something feet. I love you being fine. I even love you saying that you believe in God, but are you walking it out? That is why that other man, when I asked God to show me the signs, and God showed me the signs, and y'all saw it on camera, yeah, that's why he didn't work out, because Yeah, where's the proof? It's just too much, y'all. My little rant, I probably didn't even make any sense. If the girls can relate, comment below. Let's talk about it. We might make a part 2.
Good on paper, unbearable in practice. A great woman who costs you your peace isn't actually a great woman for you. Recognizing that isn't coldness. It's clarity most men learn too late and too expensively.
Unpopular opinion. A lot of women have absolutely no idea what peace looks like to their man. If your man is sitting somewhere by himself in silence with a little smile on his face and he is doing absolutely nothing, he's not fucking with nobody, he ain't bothering nobody, let that man sit in peace. You do not need to roll up on him and ask him no goofy ass question like, what are you thinking about? Or why are you so happy? Because now he got to make the decision to look at you and actually tell you nothing, or lie to you and be like, you're what I'm thinking about. And the whole time that man was sitting there probably thinking about absolutely nothing, just sitting in peace. So let him sit in peace when you see him sitting in peace. I challenge every woman who sees this video to go and ask your man what peace looks like to them. And when he gives you an answer, honor that. And let him have whatever level of peace.
So I just saw a girl post on social media, sorry I have no voice, about how she had the best first date, but she was put off because the guy brought her flowers. And I'm thinking, wow, that's so thoughtful. That's so sweet. What a great way to start this potential relationship off. And she felt like, oh, he's probably trying to love bomb me. And I'm thinking that's just called being a gentleman. Like that's a chivalrous old school gentleman. Not love bomby whatsoever. And the whole love bomby narcissist thing has gotten so out of hand to me. And I think we need to start normalizing that it's okay if guys do nice things for you, like bringing you a flower or a bouquet of flowers on a first date. That's just normal. Like, what are we talking about here? Is that just me? I just don't understand it. Is there any other girls that think this is love bomby behavior on a first date to bring flowers? Because I think we're really confusing the men when we're putting things out like that into the universe. So can we not do that? Okay, thanks, love you, bye.
Next time that somebody asks me why I'm single, I'm going to tell them the truth. I'm looking for a man to outman me. I'm tired of being big dog, okay? I'd like to sit down. I like to, hey babe, can you do this for me? Oh, thank you so much, I appreciate that, thank you. My life away, just kick my feet up. Just kick my feet up and let him handle it because he's a man and he can do it. But I haven't found one yet. That has bigger balls than me. So the day that I find one, that's the day that you'll see me. You'll see me, okay? So then, single, because I like having a healed nervous system, I do. I like thinking for myself. I like having a sane mind, a peaceful mind. I don't mind doing things for myself and by myself. I don't need some insecure loser to the side of me trying to get me to do it. No, I don't need that. I need a man that can outman me. Calm me down, ground me without making me feel small, to make yourself feel bigger. Then we can talk. Then we can talk. Trying to humble me, it won't work.
Minding your business peacefully in public and getting interrogated for it is its own kind of tax. What's on his mind is his. The assumption that contentment requires explanation is exactly the dynamic men are done tolerating.
These men who are going around saying that they want peace, they do not create peaceful environments for women. So how are you going around saying you want peace? You're just an avoidant.
Facts.
You're an avoidant. You don't want conflict. You don't want to have to navigate conflict. You don't want to have to deal with other people's emotions. So you're going around saying you want peace. Create a peaceful environment and you'll be able to cultivate peace in that connection, no?
A man who has built peace in his own life isn't obligated to import chaos into it. You either add to the environment or you don't get access to it. Broken isn't a project, it's a disqualifier. The exit isn't cruel, it's logical.
One of my favorite arguments that some men have is, I'm a good man and no one appreciates me, so I'm just going to become a passport bro. Or, I'm giving up on dating and I'm just going to pay a schmags worker instead and have zero aggravation. No, you're not. You're not a good man. You're a transactional man. You expect that if you're good or nice or jump through all of these hoops, you will get something in return. And if you are that kind of a man, then you are. Just own it. But the mark of a true good man or woman, a good person, is will you be kind? Will you be good to another when that person is not being good or kind to you? Tossing your hands in the air and having a tantrum saying you're going to take your toys and go to a different playground does not make you a good playmate. It just makes you manipulative, and it exposes you as someone who only behaves well when it's for their own gain.
Once the kids are grown and the career is done, the honest question surfaces. What exactly was the value proposition? Retired men rediscovering their own space without conflict aren't lonely. They are finally free.
There is a rise of single lonely men. This is intentional. I want you to understand. This is intentional. There's a rise of single lonely men. And then you have a push for over-sexualization for women who don't understand male nature because they don't know nothing about male nature. But they're using sexuality to manipulate and anger men. This is done from the top. This is not done from the bottom, right? Okay? And what's going to happen is they're trying to rile up these men because this is a part of their depopulation plan. It's a part of the depopulation plan. Rile up these men, make them angry, right? And we already know if you study boxing, how does a boxer get ready? Refrain from sex and make yourself angry when you get in the ring. That's what testosterone does to the male brain. And they attack. So this is a game that's being played from a much higher level, and everybody else is a pawn in it. Mindless robots that have no earthly idea about what's being done.
Technology is already closing the gap on companionship, and it's only accelerating. When the alternative delivers connection without drama, manipulation, or depreciation, the market will respond accordingly. The window to course correct is narrowing fast. Peace isn't a trend. It's the rational endpoint when the cost of relationships consistently exceeds the return. Men didn't invent this calculation. The dating market forced it on them. Women arriving at the same conclusion independently doesn't make it equal. It makes it inevitable. Modern dating stopped being rewarding long before people stopped showing up for it. The question isn't how to lure people back. It's whether anyone is willing to fix what drove them out. Thanks for watching MGTOW Voice. Show us your love by liking, sharing, and subscribing. Support us and help spread awareness for men around the world. We welcome a healthy debate and discussion, so feel free to comment and share your thoughts.